we're going to focus today on something called symmetrical balance. Symmetrical means it is the same on both sides. So when we do this, when you're finished, your name alien will look exactly the same on the left and the right. First thing you're going to do is you're going to take a piece of paper and you're going to fold it vertically, lengthwise. Some of you would say you're folding it hot dog style, but you're folding it vertically, up and down. All right. So you have a nice fold in the center. Then you're going to use that fold as a line. And on that line, you're going to write your name in cursive. Now, if you can't write your name in cursive, go ahead and write it in print. But I want you to look at the space you have available here. Here's your line in your fold. You have all of this space right here. So I want you to use as much of that space as you can when you write your name. Don't write small. I want you to write big. Use that line. I filled up quite a bit of that space. Use a pencil, and once you get it drawn out the way you want it to look, if you need to erase, now's the time. You're going to go over your lines very, very dark. You want to press hard once you've got it all drawn out the way you want it. Over it several times so you get a nice dark line. Once you get it drawn, I want you to fold your paper, and you should be able to see. If you press really hard, you should be able to see where you've drawn your name very darkly, right? And you should be able now to go back and trace over that. And when you trace, if you press hard enough, and you've made the inside dark enough, you're going to get a transfer of that pencil. You want to make sure you use a pencil. It won't work if you use a pen. You could use a crayon. A crayon would work. And if you've drawn dark enough, you're going to end up with a little shadow. And now you can go in and trace. Now you have a mirror image this size this side is the mirror image of the first name that you drew. Now's an opportunity to take a look at look at this image. See, think about what you might see in the mirror image with both sides together, and you have this mirror image next to each other. You get this interesting little design. I can turn it this way, and I start to see things. I see these lines coming up this way. Maybe they're antennas. And then I see these two ovals as perhaps they're eyes. This starts looking like a body. Maybe these can be arms. And these could be something. So I start looking and I think, okay, how can I connect these shapes that I see here to make them look like an alien? I could perhaps make a line here, and if I make a line here, I need to go ahead and make that same line going the same way on the other side. I can go in and erase parts too to make it look more like an alien. I think I'm going to erase this part right here. I think I'm going to erase this line here, and if I get rid of this line, I need to erase this one over here. That's starting to look more like a body of some sort. Okay. This sort of looks right here like it's a beak, perhaps. So if it's going to be a beak, I might want to have a bit of a neck. So I'm going to make a line here and a line here. I think I want to make my antenna come out farther, and maybe with a curve. Remember, if I want to have symmetrical balance, I need to make the same line on both sides. You can add parts and you can take away parts, but remember, in order for you to have symmetrical balance, whatever you add on one side, you need to add to the other. And then whatever you take away from one side, you need to take away from the other. I think he needs some little alien legs that come down like this. If you have a strange shape that you're having a hard time transferring, you can always close it back up and press hard. That way you have an idea of what it's going to look like. I think at this point I'll just use some markers to add some color, and our alien will be ready to cut out and mount on a piece of paper just for fun.
Okay.
Alright, now that I've added some color to my alien, I'm going to very carefully cut around. I'll leave a little bit of an edge on the paper. I decided I didn't need those sections, so I'm just going to leave those off. Now I can just glue that down onto my backing piece of construction paper to make it look nice and finished. Thanks for watching our videos.